feelings because I grew up in Germany, so everything was organized and well thought through. In Ghana, it's a little bit, today we do like this and next day we do like this. It was beautiful to see how much passion and how much they sing and pray and all that stuff. But the organization and everything was really poor. Really poor. And we still played unbelievable 2010, 2014, not really. Then they kicked me out because yeah, I got kicked out at the World Cup.
Which year was this?
2014 in Brazil.
What happened there?
I had a problem.
Kelvin Prince Boateng, after several years with the Ghana national team, Ghana Black Stars, since omuyi ni free mu esi nchen, enyo no kwa omuyi Sulley esi nchen, because na omumfua omoniama bia omoyeso na wabekasa. Yes, wabekasa. I think this is not the first time I kasa do, but I said this time, lady, he's giving in-depth information about what really transpired, what really happened. Among for can be brave, but also Sisia Wababe Kasapa Afaho. Within the experience in India, or he was like being, with the Ghana national team, Black Stars and works, and mixed feelings, a lot of things. Or can be brave. Na Mokai 2014 World Cup I call ya ye on Sulley Ali Muntari because they were, speaking about behind the scenes Nyamabiana Ekoswa na omuhuni se entwe asi kululu bi wo baby ene ade entino yabako tie but Emma Renfi say I the 90 subjects but more than so be subscribe so your first time our and also follow me on all social media platforms yengo tie dia Kelvin Prince Boateng ekafa ne sakin ne
Ghana offered me already to play for Ghana 2006 World Cup when I was really young. And I said no, because I still saw my chance in Germany, because at that day you think about your career. It's bigger to play for Germany. And then 2010, I was like, nah, it's not bigger. I'm big already. Everybody knows my name. It doesn't matter for what nationality I play. I chose my father's side because I wanted to get more connection to Ghana. And it was for me easier to play a World Cup where I would be a star, where I'll be welcomed, and to get to know the roots of real Ghana roots, I didn't know nothing about that. So that was like two things together, playing the World Cup and having the chance to understand more about Ghana.
Did you enjoy that experience?
Mixed feelings because I grew up in Germany, so everything was organized and well thought through. In Ghana, it's a little bit, today we do like this and next day we do like this. It was beautiful to see how much passion and how much they sing and pray and all that stuff. But the organization and everything was really poor. Really poor. And we still played unbelievable 2010, 2014, not really. Then they kicked me out because I got kicked out at the World Cup.
Which year was this?
2014 in Brazil.
What happened there?
I had a problem with the president and the coach because I told them the truth and they didn't like the truth. Yeah.
And you never went back?
No. I didn't want to go back because the organization was not good. They played with our health a lot of times, and I always look back and I said, you know what, I want to play the World Cup. But there were things happening behind the scenes that were too much, so I spoke up and I said, listen, this is not okay. We need to be paid. First of all, you need to ensure that we're safe and all of that stuff, and they didn't like what I said. So they sent me a letter under the door without even telling me face to face, and they said, leave the premises right now. You're not part of the World Cup team anymore.
By yourself? You left by yourself? No one else?
Another player as well. But he was meant to be kicked out for what he did. But yeah, just us two, because we were like kind of going against what they tried to put on us. And then, yeah, it was in the news. It was like this was in the news before I knew it. Before they put the letter on it, they already spoke to the news.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I got a phone call from Germany saying, you get kicked out? I was like, it was 7 in the morning. I remember like yesterday. And my friend Florian, who worked back in the day in the German newspaper, he said, brother, what happened? You got kicked out? I was like, what are you talking about? I just woke up, man. And he said, no, it's everywhere in the news that they kicked you out. Huh? I said, and I saw a letter.
Oh, shit.
So I took the letter and I threw it away. I said, brother, let me sleep, man. All good. Put down the phone. Called me again. I said, hey. He said, we need to make a counter interview. What happened? I said, I'm not kicked. And I said, okay, wait 1 second. Opened the letter. I said, yeah, I'm kicked out. I said, they actually...
That is wild, man.
I said, they actually kicked me out. On the game day, we played against Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo, everything. On that day.
Oh, so you didn't end up playing?
No, in the morning they kicked me out. They played in the evening. they got kicked out from the tournament because Cristiano Ronaldo's, you know? So I was gone in the morning. Shocking.
They kicked out arguably like
two of the
best players on game day.
Sulley Ali Muntari and me.
Hi, this is she, the voice behind the stars. Keep watching the 90s Update.
The 90s Update, home of authentic news.